Welcome back to Wandering Gods. Last chapter our heroes watched as the long-dormant god that slumbered beneath their village awoke, destroying the very mountain that they called home. Their newly awakened god Promuth killed the encroaching god Roanoke and then left, leaving the citizens of Promuth untethered and without a god. Our heroes Dorian and Otis are now tasked with tracking their lost god.
Welcome to Heroes Feast. May we take your order, please? Welcome to Heroes Feast. Tell us what's your fantasy. Pirates are the special. We got gods on the side, bastards on the daily. All you gotta do is decide. Take your time, cause we got plenty. Just 1 sec, gotta roll a d20. Eat it here or take it to go. Put your earbuds in and enjoy the show. Into the wild, the great unknown, through burning deserts and jungles overgrown, we will fight against all the odds in search of wandering gods.
We will pick up as you guys begin to descend the mountainside. Some little technical things before we really get into stuff, which is to say that I am going to give Dorian, who I spelled in the notes as Dorraine, so that's fun.
Honestly, that's great.
Dorraine. That's another one for Otis.
But I'm going to give you advantage on all survival checks that you do in the surrounding areas near the mountainside, like 3 days worth of travel or so in the area, because I imagine Dorian's pretty well versed in this terrain.
Yeah, that's fair. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then same stuff as before, you know, if you roll a particularly shit roll, and that can be ability checks or attack rolls. I'm fine with whatever. Really, I just want to play with the exhaustion mechanic more because I don't see it used a lot. I think it'd be fun. So you can re-roll any roll, but you do take a point of exhaustion. And so it's not too applicable while you're on the side of the mountain, but I'll say once you get into the thick of the jungle, so to speak, the way you guys are going to search for Promuth is I'm just going to have you roll a d20, and if you can pass a check of 10, you'll be able to successfully follow the trail of Promuth. Because like the way I'm picturing it with its big old little bug feet, it is essentially puncturing very big holes into the ground, like wells almost. I feel like that would be easy to track. So I'm not making it too challenging. And we'll say that roll is good for like the entire day of travel, unless something severely causes you to like lose the trail, like, I don't know, a river suddenly appears or I don't know. You know, some stuff might happen that might cause you to lose the trail, in which case I will make you reroll. But usually, if all goes well, the check will last for the entire day.
Cool.
Yeah. So with that being said, how y'all making your way down the mountain?
There's probably a trail that Dorian knows really well because it's the same trail that the warden used to enter into the jungle. If it's still, not destroyed, I guess. That's his immediate thought.
That's delicious. I didn't even consider that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. You're so right. The trails might have been a bit destroyed. So, I'll say you can continue along your way. You make it, you travel for like a good half hour or so. And then you make it to a part of the cliffside where it's very apparent that a rock has tumbled through, wiped away the rest of the trail. You can see the other side of it, but it's too far to like reasonably jump to get to.
Is it climbable?
I mean, you can try to climb it, yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to climb it and get a vantage point to see if the rest of the trail on the other side of this rock is fine. If it is, I'll just throw a rope over and like for Otis to climb over with me.
For sure.
So yeah, athletics?
Yeah.
Or can I use dexterity?
If you can tell me an acrobatic way in which you can make it up this rock, by all means.
Oh, you best believe I can. I take a running start towards the rock. I jump on one end of the mountain wall and then jump off the wall on the other side of the rock. Have you ever seen somebody like jump up a corner or like
parkour kind of stuff?
Yeah, I parkour up. That's how I want to climb it, I guess.
Well, let's roll and see if it's as cool as what you described.
Do well.
Fuck. That's a 7, everybody.
We'll say you do your running start and you do the first kind of foothold to like leap off of. And because of all the rain that for some reason your brilliant tactical mind did not account for, it's a little slippery. and your foot slips and you fall on your ass.
You
Dario!
sneezed. You distracted me, Otis. I'm used to working.
Dario, give me the rope. Let
You have
me
your-
try it.
You have your own rope in your bag.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. You have a rope.
How much rope do I have?
Yeah, 50 feet's like the classic amount, right?
50
You got
feet
50
of-
feet. 5-0.
And then I do what he does.
You do parkour?
16.
This is heartbreaking.
16. Yeah. Otis sees what you were trying to do and perfects it. In that he makes it over the rock.
I've still got it in me. And then I gotta get the rope across.
I mean, you can just try and throw it if you're so inclined.
I'm not very good at throwing, though. Oh, I have Mage Hand. I just Mage Handed over.
What
That solves that issue.
what does your mage hand look like?
It's like a cute little bird.
Oh, I love that. So Dorian, in your current state, you see a cute little bird with a rope fly over, and does it like just delicately place it in his hands, or?
Yeah. And then it vanishes.
So, without a thank you, Dorian begins climbing the rope.
I think you can get over.
Yeah. Is the path beyond the rock clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah.
Just a fun little hiccup on your travels.
My clothes, and Dorian begins to like wiping the dirt off his clothes.
Dorian's not prepared for adventure, and fucking Otis is.
He is. He just is just so good at it. He hardly has to get dirty. Also, all the junior wardens usually do all the dirty stuff for him.
He's got no one beneath him right now. It's very troubling for him. So yeah, you continued down.
Lead the way, Otis. Otis, Dorian.
Oh wait, that's my name. Hang on.
Dorian looks at you strangely, like, "How old are you? Would you like me to find you?"
I want him to be older.
This dynamic is everything to me.
I love that I can be stupid and just blame it on old man.
That's not me, Anthony. That's just I'm being in character. It's called acting.
Look it up, honey.
Right.
But yeah, so as you descend into the depths of the forest, as it were, or at least as you follow the mountain trail, it slowly becomes more and more humid, which personally, nasty. But that's just how jungles work.
Feels like home.
Yeah, it's
Dorian pauses, unbuckles his like cape, folds it up neatly, and puts it in his bag.
very pristine. I love it. But yeah, you kind of where it was very well. Usually, barring explosions and thunder and like end of the world shit, on the top of the mountain, it was pretty quiet. It was like wind howling and then like the occasional scream of a bird flying by.
Ah!
Yeah, just like that. 24/7. It's beautiful. You all love that sound. But as you descend into the jungle, you hear jungle noises. Like, you know, where it's like the audio they play when people are in the jungle. And it's like, you know, there's like screams of monkeys and various bird calls. And it's just, yeah. Who needs to pay for audio when we can just do this excellent Foley work here? Essentially, it's just like it is alive in here. Noise all over the place. I imagine Dorian is not fazed by this because, again, he's been here before. Yes.
Dorian is not fazed.
How's Otis vibing?
Otis is used to kind of tropical areas, but not with as many plants, so...
That's true. His youth and whatnot. So now that you guys are in the jungle, occasionally I'm going to ask you to do constitution checks because bugs are biting you, unless you can do something to stop the bugs from biting you. So right off the bat, let's do a constitution check.
I cast Gust to create a vortex around me to blow away the bugs.
I feel like you're really leaning into the old man voice this episode. I really like it. Yeah.
I physically age very quickly. Pooped a little.
He's just dramatically descending the mountainside. Yeah, you gust away the bugs. Are you including Dorian in that gust or no?
Nope.
Okay, Dorian, roll Constitution.
He's a young man. He can fend for himself.
Yeah, you're fine. You easily just swat the bugs. You're just like, fuck these bugs.
I'm like used to them. I imagine like the clothing that the wardens wear is like weaved in with like a bug repellent powder or something. We're prepared.
Prepared for anything. The Boy Scouts of Promise.
Yes.
Just a glorified Boy Scout.
Alrighty, so let's roll the first Promise tracking check, I guess. We can either do it where both of you search or one of you can get advantage. Usual rules, but we're just going to call it a straight D10.
Are we using
D20, just kidding.
investigation? Oh, just a flat D20.
I guess investigation would make sense. You're right, because you are investigating for clues. So
Can I roll investigation with advantage?
does Otis want to help you? Or is
Yeah.
Otis doing his own thing?
Otis is capable on his own.
Sounds like you don't get advantage then, Dorian.
Fuck. All right, whatever. Fine.
Worried about those bad rolls, huh?
Actually, hold on. Favorite enemy. I have advantage on survival checks to track my favorite enemy. And I think we talked about like God's my favorite enemy. Hold on. How is my survival?
Ooh, I'm actually not looking for the tracks though.
Oh, okay.
I want to find. Would I know of like? I want to make sure we're not like stepping on like vines of things that might like try to eat us or like tangle us up or anything of the sort.
Oh, good call. Good call.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I'll say with a 17, you're pretty aware of the surroundings. So anytime there's like a suspicious vine twitch or a leaf that probably shouldn't have eyes, you are aware of it.
I think with Natural Explorer, my proficiency is doubled when I'm using a skill I'm proficient in a terrain. In my favorite terrain. Am I reading this right?
Yeah.
So you are in your favorite terrain right now, which is jungle, correct?
Yes. So this roll is going to have a +3 to it.
Beautiful.
Oh fuck, it's not great. 12.
Oof. Well, we just needed a 10, didn't we?
Yeah. So I guess we should double check it.
Like I said, there are these big ass holes in the ground. It really it's not just holes.
Probably some trees kind of broken too at the top.
Exactly. Like there's very clear and apparent signs that a big centipede like god creature has been through here.
It's something you miss at like nighttime or when it's foggy, not when it's daytime.
Yes. Thank you for giving me ideas of things I hadn't thought of, boys. I truly appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for.
So, yeah. Well, Otis has got his nose to the ground, so to speak, I guess, where he's like keeping an eye on the surroundings immediately. Dorian, you easily find the clues and are confidently striding through the jungle, I would assume?
Yeah. I imagine we're on like a pretty well-worn path that's as close to the Promise Trail as possible. Just because I imagine, like, since we're so close to the mountain, there has to be like many like branching out trails that the wardens would have used.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll probably get thinner the further we go out. But for now, I think we're still on one that's like following like alongside parallel to the Promise path.
I think this thing is big enough that it doesn't completely destroy the ecosystem of mowing down everything, but it is squat enough, so to say, that it is kind of, like a hedge trimmer where it just kind of along the top and like levels it out. That's kind of what's happening. Just because like you can follow the footprint trails, but they are kind of spaced out enough that you might miss them. So I feel like having this addition of broken boughs of trees and whatnot betwixt them kind of helps you keep track of the trail easier, if that vibes with y'all.
Yeah.
Lit. Okay. And are you guys talking while you walk, or I imagine Dorian's very stoic and quiet, yes?
Dorian's pretty stoic, just mostly speaking to himself.
I am following the wake of the gods.
Otis, shut up. Otis, do you know how many things in this forest want to kill us?
I do. I have studied many things.
Because there's at least one thing right in front of you that does right now.
Yes?
Shut up.
And what is that?
Nothing. But
yes, you are nothing.
Otis, please just be quiet for 2 seconds.
Oh, I'm on the trail again. I'm walking on my own.
Dorian steps a little bit in front of him and continues, I guess. This time, trying to be a little bit more wary of things that might hear him.
Well, with that being said, let's roll a perception check. Let's see what's out there, maybe.
So, do I get advantage because it's favorite terrain still?
Yeah. Essentially, as long as you're in this jungle.
Oh, fuck.
I'm busy singing and distracting Dorian.
It's an 8. Well, technically, it's an 8 plus 3. So, it's an 11. Also, I want to say, even while I'm engaged in another activity while traveling, I'm still alert to danger. It's part of the Natural Explorer.
Okay. You remain alert to danger. It's just what it says on the tin, I guess.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it says.
Okay. Okay. Roll.
I imagine we don't get surprised by an attack. I think that's what it means.
Oh, that's fair. Roll a d4 to see what it is that's going to attack you.
Is one
Okay.
good? Is one thing? Is it one thing versus?
I really
four
hope
little things?
one is like the worst one. I want something good.
I decided it in my head. Don't worry about it. I have forgotten what these look like. Okay.
Oh, that's
That's something
ominous.
stupid.
Sorry.
I'm ready.
Is it like a gelatinous cube, but like a slug?
Ew, no. It's better. You hear, in spite of Otis's incessant droning of music, you hear a faint hissing on the winds, and you look around immediately because you know this to be the telltale sign of an amphispina,
Right.
two-headed snake.
Oh, what?
Oh, one of the new monsters.
Yeah.
All
So you are able to see technically 4 snake heads in the tree branches, but really that just means there's 2 of them.
What do I know about them? Should I roll survival or should I roll nature?
Let's roll nature.
Fuck.
Well, I'll say with your knowledge of them, you know that since they have 2 heads, it's really hard to make them like blind or deafened or anything because they've got another head. So like you'd have to try and get both of them.
Fuck. Okay.
You also know, again, since there are 2 heads, 2 chompers, 2 attacks essentially.
Right.
And with that roll, you know they're about as poisonous as any other snake out there, really. Although there's, again, 2 heads, 2 poisons. It's a little
How large is it?
large. It's labeled as a large monstrosity, sorry.
Oh, that fucking sucks. There's 2 of them? All right.
It's
Here we
big.
go.
Donnie boy.
Otis,
Yes.
12 o'clock. And I like point to the snakes in front of us.
What do you mean? Oh.
Which means do 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 attack. Roll initiative.
Initiative 15.
6.
Woof. Let me get out my traditional dice because I'm gonna keep this.
I like
secret
how
for you.
my dex is the same as Dorian.
Shut up.
Everything is very good. Just saying.
He has a spring in his step.
Okay. Well, the first snake got 21, and then the second snake got 5.
Oh, there's 2.
Like, I'm so hesitant because I'm like so worried for you guys, but I forget you're level 5, which I don't know if we mentioned yet or not, but they're level 5, so I can really throw some shit at them. So,
Dorian. Sorry, I said that wrong.
Hold still.
Demetrius. Diamascaline.
I consider having a hunting accident and shooting him in the head.
oh my god.
No one will
The
know.
name's just gonna get longer.
It's just us in the middle of the forest. A snake befell him. He disappeared. I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know what went wrong.
He jumped in my line of sight. He was wearing neutral colors.
They're far too spread out.
I don't know. They're in the trees.
They're not in fireball range for both of them. I don't even have fireball. I have tidal wave.
Ooh, that's fun. All right, so thankfully Dorian was aware of the telltale hissing noise of the snakes, so he was able to draw Otis's attention to them. On either side of the trail, you will see these 4. Wait, hang on, math. 8? No, shit.
Eyes?
8 eyes. Yes, 8 glistening reptilian eyes glinting at you, and little tongues going flicking out and whatnot. And yeah, the snake on Dorian's side is going to slither towards him through the tree branches, weaving its way through the branches quite fast, actually. And both heads are going to try and strike at you to give you a little chomp, chomp, chomp. So
Cool.
here we go.
Dorian on your 9.
That's a crit fail for the first bite.
Sick.
I was hoping you just left it at crit.
We'll say that snake is going to crash into the ground and its jaw is stuck on a particularly large rock. And the second head, are you kidding me? That one failed too. Oh
I'm
my
too
god.
intimidating.
I feel like I'm just going to have to kill off this one because it's just too
I'm
dumb.
more scared of me than you. It just bites its friend on the neck.
That's what I was thinking. I'm going to have to do it. It bit its friend on the neck. This stupid fucking snake gets... wait. Can a snake be poisoned by its own poison? I don't think so. Can it?
Does it have poison immunity?
It doesn't say it does, but I feel like that's...
Then it can be
Wrong.
poisoned by its own poison.
Oh, this is a dumb fucking snake. I regret picking this enemy. My dice is cursed! It rolled a 1 again! What's happening? I need a different D20. Vanished. Oh my god. I've never Three ones in a row. Never in all of my years. Okay, so that's fuck me. This
I don't even know what the
stupid
chances of that
goddamn
are.
snake.
Less than that's a 1,000%. Nope,
God's
that's
hate.
1,000th. That's like 1/10 of a tenth. What is
Jesus
that?
Christ. Okay. So after that embarrassing first attack, Dorian, it's your turn.
Let's see. I guess I don't want to use my bow just yet. So I whip out my short sword from my side. I'm going for attack. I'm just making sure.
It's just stuck in his side.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna
Draws it from
Just
his
pulling it
thigh.
out.
25. It hits.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's 9 plus 1d8 because of Dread Ambusher. It's still the first attack. So that's 9 plus 7, 16.
Woof.
That's
I get a calculator.
and then that second attack. I go in for my follow-up
Second
swipe with a
attack?
backhand.
Oh my god.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
Damn it. Okay. And then I go for
Even
my.
though this snake has prostrated itself at your feet with its stupid fucking attacks, you only managed to land one swing
That's
on
fine.
it.
It was still part of my Dread Amber. Those are the first two, and I have my third attack come through down the middle with my sword, 21.
Casually waiting just in case a
Wait,
21
what?
doesn't
The
hit.
third attack?
Yeah,
so
because he has extra attack at level 5,
Oh
and
my
then the
God.
Dread Ambusher gives him an extra 1 on his first.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
but
Okay.
that doesn't get the 1d8, so it's just 5 damage.
I'm worried I'm gonna get too bloodthirsty, thinking you guys can take too much and then I will kill you.
So that's
I'm
a
gonna
total.
say, Emily, this is probably way too easy for us. Just come.
That's going to be a total of 21 damage.
Oh no, I've already lost my notes. Hang on, wait. Why did I write this like this? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay.
Did you just write down like the stats of an Amphispina?
No, I'm looking at a wiki page for it.
Okay.
No, I missed.
I was like, if you just like had like lines of this thing,
Oh,
I'd be like,
God,
here, let me
no.
get you like a picture of the
I'm
stat
not gonna
block.
write
real
that
quick.
shit down. Yikes. No. Not for me. Yeah, so you do a lot of damage in a short amount of time. Does that end your turn, Dorian?
Yes, he's just like, he's seen a few of these in the jungle before, so he's just very casually like, all right, aim for the left head, then the right, then down the middle. 1, 2.
And then amidst all your flurries of blows, if you could also roll perception for me, that'd be grand.
Yep, 19.
Nice. You notice that there is a third one also further in the distance approaching you.
Gotcha. Oh, I guess I killed it, so I still have movement, right?
It's not
Did you
dead.
kill it?
Oh, it's not dead.
I know
sorry.
it says 11. That's just because I don't have a token for this specific monster. So I'm using generic snake. It definitely
okay.
has more than 11 hit points. It does look pretty bloody, though, I will say.
Okay.
Between it biting its own fucking head and your work with the short sword, it looks fairly bad.
I will move on the other side of the snake to get some distance from the two.
Solid. Otis, wow us with your magics.
Right. I am gonna real quick do some trigonometry in my head. 30 feet
maths.
long and 10 feet wide. Shucks. This will not hit.
Did you just say shucks?
Shucks.
Oh my god.
Crunching the numbers, I have determined that the suitable point of positioning, 10 radius. Perfect. That'll do nicely. I pull out the mica again, and I give it another slap,
Slap that maca.
and I cast Shatter
Oh my god.
at 3rd level,
Oh my god.
and it hits all the snakes.
Does it also hit Dorian, or is it just
Unfortunately not.
Okay, so
They need to make Constitution saving throws.
okie dokie.
Wow.
Otherwise, they take 15 points of thunder damage.
Okie dokie. One passes. One does not pass. Oof, one does not. Two don't pass. We'll say it's the 2 not fighting Dorian that don't pass. So they take.
The ones who pass take 7,
Okay.
and I just like shoot out like a little thunderbolt, and it zoops out.
Zoops out.
Yeah.
I have to enter in my calculations. Lit. Okay. Yeah.
And then after doing that, I'm just gonna scooch like right here.
So right behind me.
So you kind of run over behind Dorian. Love that.
Ah,
I get that.
they're coming.
Good lord.
And that's my turn.
Okie dokie. The second
Bonus action, glare at one of them.
just a minor inconvenience, Otis. We'll be on our way shortly.
Yes.
We'll make quick work of these.
Thanks to me.
Sure.
So it's the snake in front of Dorian, and then there's another one beyond Dorian, and then there's one to the right. The one to the right is going now, and it's also going to slither on over to try and attack Dorian. Let's see if it fucking does better this time, huh? Well, it's not a 1 at least, but it doesn't hit.
It's a 2.
Wouldn't that suck? Second bite attack. Well, the second bite attack was a 2, so fuck you, Anthony. They both miss again, but not as abysmally as the first snake. You might be thinking, Dorian, in your head, this is going a lot better than usually does, because these snakes fucking suck. So that's that one's turn. Top of the order is snake number 1. Either Otis or Dorian or both of you roll perception for me.
I'll roll perception. 16.
Choice. You see with your bug eyes, after all your hacking and slashing and its own poison, you kind of see like this subtler, it's not like the hissing noise like the snakes made, but like kind of like a water on a hot pan kind of sizzle hiss noise.
Sizzle.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Sizzling like a Sizzlers? Like somebody's bringing over a fajita pan?
Not quite that aggressive, but you see like this kind of steam rising from its wounds as they appear to be healing a bit. Not incredibly fast, but it is healing. That's that on that. Now it is your turn.
Okay. Which one of the snakes is looking weakest? The one to immediately in front of me or the one to the...
The one directly in front of you that bit itself and got slashed a bunch of times is looking pretty weak. That's also the one that looks like it's healing a bit. But
Gotcha. I'll use my first attack on that bad boy. 15?
When it matches, it goes to the defender? Is that correct?
No, it goes for the attacker when it matches.
Oh, well then you hit.
Gotcha. So I hit it. I do 6 piercing damage. Is it still looking fine?
I mean, it didn't look great to start with, but it looks worse now.
Great. All right, I guess I use my second attack as well.
On this one?
Yeah, well, hold on. Let me see if I want to cast any spells yet. I don't have a lot, so I feel like these are very weak. I don't know if I want to use any right now. Yeah, I don't need to use spells right now. We got this. I go for another attack with my short sword and the same snake in front of me. Oh, fuck. That one.
That's delicious. You might recall I mentioned the snake bit a rock. You go to strike that snake head and you don't notice that it misses, and you hit the rock and your sword doesn't shatter, but there is a new crack there that probably shouldn't be there and might be concerning.
Fuck. All right.
It's not a good idea to hit rocks, Domnio.
Thank you, Commander Architect. Commander
You're
Architect?
welcome.
What is it? No, it's lead
Yes,
architect.
Commander Architect works.
Yeah, and that's the end of my turn. Actually, yeah, that's the end, I guess.
Cool beans. All right. Now it's snake number 3's turn, which is gonna slither around towards you guys. Let's see if it notices, if it wants to go after what all of its buddies are going after, or if it wants to go after Otis. Otis, you roll a d20 and I'll roll a d20. And if it's higher, if mine is higher, the snake will notice you and attack you. But if the snake is lower than yours, it will not attack you.
18.
Congratulations. The snake rolled a 7, so it's going to attack Dorian.
Yay.
Snake party for Dorian. Here we go. It's going to
I could just
roll.
leave.
That's not going to hit. Oh, there we go. That's going to hit. Wait, actually, what's your armor class?
16.
Yeah, it's going to hit. Finally.
She does something.
Right? Good lord. Cool. That's 8 points of piercing damage for you as this snake's fangs puncture right through your fancy warden garb.
My garb.
And then I'm going to need you to roll a Constitution saving throw. And I need to get out more dice for this, just
18.
in case. Oh, well, 18, you passed. You're fine. You're like, I've been ingesting this poison every day for a month. I'm immune.
Yeah, exactly. That's very, like, something Dorian would do, taking small doses of poison every day.
But yeah, so you feel the poison and it's just, you're like, yeah, it's small potatoes. I got this.
Dorian, you appear a bit surrounded.
Actually, I'm going to need you to leave for a little bit, Otis.
I need you to leave too.
Oh, I'll be fine. I don't think you'll be, but, you know.
I will be quite fine.
Was that Snake 3? That was Snake 3 who attacked you.
Yes.
Oh, wait, how much damage did I have? Or
How
did
much
I take?
damage did you take?
Yes.
8 damage. 8
Oh,
piercing
no.
damage.
Wait. No, just kidding. Ha.
You're both like in the 40s, I think, with hit points. So like it's fine. So That ends that snake's turn. Otis, now what are you going to do? Big boys.
Perfect. This time I exchanged the mica to just go like, ah! And I cast Thunder Wave at 2nd level.
Yeah, all right. What does that look like exactly?
I just yell really loud.
And that becomes the Thunder Wave.
Yes.
And does that also affect Dorian?
Yes. Everybody but me makes a Constitution saving throw.
Ah.
Okie dokie.
So I rolled a 9.
Now you know what it feels like to get fucking blasted by Thunder Wave. It's not fun.
How much damage do I take?
You take 13 points of thunder damage.
You hurt me more than the snake, you bastard.
Remember that one time Hoshbark knocked Judgment unconscious from Thunder Wave? It's a doozy of a spell. None of the snakes pass either. So what?
They all take 13 thunder damage.
Cool. Okay.
Also,
Don't do also
failed.
yet. I have to do math. Hang on. Don't also yet. Wait.
But wait, there's more.
Okay, we're good now. You can go.
Okay, everybody is blasted 10 feet away from me.
Cool. We're going to say this one goes that way because there's no more room.
Yeah, this one goes to like, I don't know, yeah, if that works.
That's fine.
Dorian
Yeah.
too.
I think I go here.
Yeah.
So this very loud old man roar shakes through the treetops and these giant snakes go flying. You as well go flying, Dorian, a good 10 feet away into a nearby tree with this very large snake next to you. Does that end your turn, Otis?
Does this end your turn, Otis?
I am deciding.
How else can I fucking-
Unfortunately, I am not the one with 20 intelligence.
That's fair.
Is there like a tree that like I can stand on? Like a tree?
Do you want like to climb up into a tree or just like, what do you mean?
I mean, it doesn't need to be one that looks like I can climb, just one that like the top branches look sturdy and safe to stand on.
Oh yeah, for sure. These are like very thick rainforest-esque jungle trees.
Is there one within 30 feet?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm picturing a very lush, thick rainforest where you guys have to like hike over tree branches and roots and whatnot, you know?
Gotcha.
Like there are trails to some extent, but it's very much untamed land.
In that case, I punctuate the old man's scream with a "Yeah!" and I misty step up into one of the branches.
Oh, he really is just ditching your ass, Dorian. Which perhaps you might not have noticed in your confusion being thrown, Dorian, but 1 minute Otis was there, and now he's not, because he's up in a tree. Not that you might have noticed that. Neat.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you're up in a tree.
Yes.
That ends your turn, I assume.
Yes.
Okie dokie. It is second snake's turn. And little dazed, little confused, it's gonna sit up, look around, see Dorian again, and slither back on over. And it's going to try and attack you. Nope. Wait, I forgot to add the thing. 18 hits you, yes?
Yes, it does.
All right. You get another little pierce and bite.
Constitution saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
7.
Ooh, that one doesn't pass. So you take
Please
7
actually-
points of damage, and then on top
Please
of
don't
that,
go unconscious,
you're gonna take
because I will not be able to save you.
14 points of damage. That poison hits you real fast. Perhaps because you already have some
14
resistance, but
total?
yeah, it's 3d6.
Wait, that's
Yeah,
after
14
so, like,
plus the 7 or 14 including?
14 plus the 7. The
Oh fuck.
biting of the fang did damage, and then also the poison did damage
Whew.
from the poison
Alright.
thing.
All right.
Are you okay down there?
But yeah, that's just head 1. Head 2's going to go now. 16 does not hit you.
16 is my armor class, so that hits.
Oof. All right. Well,
Oof. So
And-
how's Dorian looking?
If this is more than 4, I'm down. So I'm down.
where'd your health go so fast? What happened?
Thunder wave.
You just
gives
did
me-
21 damage to him. What do you mean? Where does it go?
That was half my health. Otis did another third of
what?
my
It
health.
was 21 damage from Thunderwave?
No, it was
No,
13.
you did 21 with your bite.
'Cause it was 14 plus 7 for damage. And then Otis
Yeah.
did 13 damage. And then I already survived, I think, 1 attack from the snake to begin with. So
Okay.
what, is this what damage does the snake do?
I
Is
mean, it bit
1?
you for 9.
Then I'm down.
Oh shit! Ooh, it's all up
This is
to
what
the
I was
old
worried
man.
about. Okay. Well, its second head isn't, or I guess,
That was its second head. So.
yeah. So it's done now.
We got 2 snakes to go before my turn.
No, you just have. Oh yeah, you do have 2 snakes. You're right. Surprise, we're only 2 episodes in and we already have to recalibrate and do it over again.
Poor Dorian.
What the fuck?
He didn't have his underlings, so he's fucking dead.
That's exactly what happened, actually. There's not like enough people to like use the short swords in front of him while he uses his bow, which he's much better at.
Okay, so snake number 1 is going to
I'm 30 feet up in the fucking boughs.
ignore Dorian's unconscious body and is going to...
I really hope these things don't have a climb speed.
They definitely do, right?
I hope they don't.
Doesn't specify a climb speed.
Thank God.
So that just means it's half, right? Or does that mean they can't climb?
I feel like they should, but whatever.
Shut up, Carlos.
They're snakes. They can climb
Shut
really
up.
well.
I know snakes can like technically climb, but that's why I'm asking, like, is climbing speed halved of normal speed if it doesn't specify a climb?
I believe yes, it is.
If it's a vertical slope, it depends. If there's handholds that a snake
a
would
snake
be able
doesn't
to
need
use.
handholds. It can wrap its body around it.
Branches? I'm picturing that inchworm technique where they clamp their
Yeah.
body and squiggle up and then clamp and then squiggle up.
If they've got handholds, it's entirely up to you.
What hands, Anthony? It's a snake.
If they've got the handholds for a snake, it is entirely up to Emily.
Okay.
If they've got
Crazy
snake
handholds.
holds.
It can wrap around it.
Yeah. It's up to Emily how quick they
So-
can get to me.
The snakes sniff at your unconscious body. Realistically, they'd probably eat you, but I don't want to do that. So it's going to ignore you and go after the other present threat.
He's got too many arrows just kind of sticking away from his body.
It's
you
very
know?
pointy and very glittery, and they're just not into it. It slithers about 20 feet across the trail, sure, towards you, and basically just places its body against the tree, and that's as far as it can get right now.
Good. Stay away!
Snake number 3 is going to... It's just going to slither off. It's not going to fuck with this.
Yeah, I did go boom on him, so
Yeah, that's...
twice.
Yeah,
Twice?
not
Yeah, twice.
worth a treat. Otis, it is now your turn.
Right, so there's the 2 here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Conveniently lined up quite nicely.
Yeah. I don't want to use my last shatter, though. Are either of them looking like particularly harder?
Conveniently, the one that is slithering towards you
guy.
looks very almost dead.
Very almost dead. Perfect. I cast magic missile at him.
Neat. That's guaranteed to hit, so tell me that
3
damage.
points. Takes 10 points of force damage.
How would you like to do this?
As more birds form in front of me, and then they shoot out, and they pierce its... Ooh, one of them pierces both of its heads, and then the third one bisects the entire thing.
Lit. This snake is cleft in twain.
Yes.
Which now it just looks like 2 normal snakes, I guess, in a way. Howdy, hello, how are you? Welcome to the non-ad break with your host, Emily the DM. And once again, I'm here to say thank you for listening to our podcast. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate you spending the time. We know you have a lot of options out there for lots of different podcasts to listen to, so thanks for taking the time to listen to ours. And if you like what you hear, please consider sharing it with a friend. Nothing feels better than being the friend to introduce another friend to something new and cool, especially because then it's something you can bond over, and how fun is that? Don't have any friends, or don't have anyone who likes to listen to D&D podcasts in your life? No worries, you can still help spread the word by rating and reviewing us on iTunes, or leaving comments on Podbean or Spotify, or liking and subscribing if you're listening on YouTube. We also have a Twitter and an Instagram if you haven't followed us there yet, at Heroes Feast Pod, no underscore, no dashes, no capitals. There you can get updates for when we upload a new episode. We also post fun little contests and things sometimes, such as this one we just hosted last week, for people to vote on who their favorite hero was. And the winner is... Hojbark from Dark Seas. So keep an eye out for the next fun little event we host. Thank you again for listening, and now, back to the action.
Don't worry, Dorian, I am coming!
Ooh, actually, that reminds me, Dorian, I forgot to do a death saving roll on you. Let's do one of those real quick.
Oh yeah.
It's been so long since the character's been dead in our campaigns.
Do you want to roll it, or should I roll it?
You can roll it and keep it secret.
Oh, okay. Here,
A GM roll.
Because, like, I think it's a fun element because
I like that idea. It's an idea I've wanted to do.
technically, why would he know if you're dying or not? You know, like,
Yeah.
Unless I'm like right there.
obviously you're unconscious, so he should do something about it, maybe. But like,
Emily's just like, yeah, actually, I want Dorian to die, so maybe don't do anything.
I'm trying to stay in character. In that the character seems to be you guys don't like each other. Will that change? Time will tell. Cool. But yeah, okay, so that's done. Otis, did your turn. Let's see if the final snake is intimidated enough to leave.
I'm not an intimidating person in any way.
I mean, you killed one.
The magic
if
I do
saw
is
someone in front
intimidating.
of me split a human in half, I'd be pretty intimidated. Just saying. Yeah, it's also gonna slither off now, but like in a more hurried, scared fashion.
Be gone!
It's just fucking old man in a tree, like ah.
And now I have to wait 6 seconds to bamf down to him.
You're not gonna climb down.
I have 13. I have 9 strength.
Oh, that's fair. Okay then.
I may be dexterous. I am not strong.
We'll say in that time while you wait for the magic's energies to get back to you, Dorian, roll another death saving throw just for funsies.
Yay.
That's why I said it
Whoa.
takes 6 seconds.
All right. We return to Otis's turn now, I suppose.
Bonus action, bamf down, walk over to Dorian. I wonder what I could do here. I look through the bag. Is there anything for the purposes of healing?
There probably would be a med kit in there, right?
What's it called? Herbalism kit?
Yeah, something like that.
Healer's kit.
Healer's
Healer's kit. There we go. Yeah, there's a healer's kit. Yeah, there's just a healer's kit.
Right. I take it out, and I expend 1 of 10 uses to stabilize him.
Done. Stabilize. Assuming you don't need to roll for it.
Did it just pop me to
Just
1?
happens. Nope, you are stabilized. You are unconscious for...
You don't have a risk of dying, basically.
4 hours?
Oh, I love this. Great. Very good. Okay.
Yes, 1d4 hours, and then you regain 1 hit point.
Okay.
1d4
Here,
hours.
do you want to roll the d4 or should I?
You can roll it.
Okay. This is only to you, Emily, because why would he know when I'll wake up?
That's true.
Ooh.
Cool. Okay.
I
So,
didn't like that, ooh, Carlos. Fuck. What the fuck am I gonna do?
Cool. So I'll say that wasn't too dramatic of a battle, so to speak. So you can easily still follow the trail, assuming that's what you want to do. But you do have this split, very large snake body and an unconscious Dorian. Otis, what would you like to do?
How much does Dorian weigh?
Dorian.
Dorian weighs 150 pounds.
And how much shit is he carrying?
Dorian is carrying approximately like 20 pounds worth of things.
Whew. I think I can just barely drag you. Because you're not
His
180
fancy
pounds.
clothes are going to be so dirty.
I'm gonna leave him there for a moment, actually, and I'm just gonna look around and try to find, like, you know, like one of those caves in the wilderness that is in literally every survival movie ever.
It's
You know?
probably going to be like a hollowed out trunk or something.
Yeah. Something. I'm gonna look for something I can hide him in and myself in.
Let's do a...
Oh,
Please say the
Emily,
right
quick
word.
question. What are the chances of the wardens setting up hideouts up in the trees? Like, you know how hunters have,
like a little hunting blind kind of a vibe?
yeah, like hunting blinds.
I don't trust that with snakes around. I'm sorry, but
I mean, that is a good point, though. I will say there are probably waypoints, so to speak. Little, like, I'm playing too many video games, like checkpoints, basically. Like little safety stashes where there's like extra supplies and stuff in case you're ever on a very long trip or the worst goes awry and you need extra bandages or some shit. And they're kind of scattered about, which Dorian would probably have some awareness of. So were he conscious, he could head towards one of those right now, but he's not, so he isn't. But they are out there. Now, whether or not Otis knows to look for them is another great question.
I have no idea.
Cool. I'll just say, do you want to do investigation or survival?
I would love to do investigation over survival.
Oh, I'm so tempted to force you to do survival, though.
Because it's
We'll
a difference of an 8 and a d6.
I'll be nice and I'll say you can roll investigation to try and find some sort of safety
Beauty.
pocket nearby.
I am just burning through my scholarship dice like fast. Oh no, that's not very good. Oh no.
Well, I'll say you wander around for like an hour. It takes you like an hour, basically.
In an hour, is there something munching on Dorian?
Oh, I was about to roll for it, so I'll let you know. Let's do another challenge roll in that Dorian, you roll a d20 and I'll roll a d20. And if I win, I guess something will be happening.
I don't want to see these numbers. I don't.
If it's a nat 20, can I hop up at 1?
No.
Okay. Close. 19.
That's pretty good. Please don't roll a 20, Emily.
She adds like +5.
You'll find out when you get back, I guess.
Do for the tension.
But yeah, it takes you an hour, Otis. But eventually you find this like kind of like the tree is very much still alive and is still growing and flourishing. But
Right.
it's almost like it technically it probably was some sort of hollowed out nest at some point, but from what you can tell, there doesn't seem to be any sort of indication that an animal still is currently living there. So it's like this kind of hollowed out cave-like area where it's like the roots overhead kind of give it a roof essentially, and
Yeah.
the dirt just kind of hollows out underneath it. Seems pretty well protected. Seems pretty cozy. So if that's you now know where that is. So if you would like to return, you can return.
I return.
Let's roll survival to see if you can find your way back.
Oh no.
How fucked would it be if I made you guys? I was about to say how fucked would it be if I made you guys get separated, but with a 3, I feel like I have to.
See, this is why I didn't want to roll the survival before.
Delicious. I'm a rude GM now.
I was hoping frickin' Dorian would be alive forever and would never go down. That way, I could survive
I
on
could
my
have
own.
crushed you all. I could have crushed you in that encounter. You think I mean, this certainly does look like the tree you walked by earlier. You're pretty sure you're on the right path. Like, you don't know what all the fuss was about with Dorian. Like, navigating is easy. But you're walking around for an hour,
What do you mean?
and you're
Otis?
walking around for another hour, and you still haven't found Dorian again. You're not even really sure if you could find your way back to that hollow, honestly. Dorian, you wake up. The light is different now because time has passed.
Oh fuck! And now I just left him in the middle of fucking nowhere.
And Otis is nowhere to be seen. And luckily, there's no other beasties nearby, save for the dead carcass of one of those 2-headed snakes that's been split in half.
All right.
So do with that what you will.
I cast Cure Wounds on myself at a 2nd level. It's for 10 health. So I'll hop to 11.
So not on death's door, at least. But boy, howdy. Here's hoping you don't encounter anything else.
I'm gonna go ahead and use it one more time at a 2nd level. Use both my 2nd level spells because I probably should.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. That's 5 + 9 is 14. So I go to
You
20,
feel less shitty now. You can feel the
Good.
poison magically leaving the body.
go to 25, and I just say "fuck" under my breath. Not under my breath, I guess.
Who's around to hear
Um,
you not be full of decorum in this moment?
I think about this idiot old man like just wandering off like you would like somebody with dementia just kind of losing themselves. And I begin to track him, I guess, because I imagine he wasn't trying to hide his tracks super well, and he's probably, just like most people who are lost, are very much closer to where they were than they thought. Can I roll investigation?
Are you specifically tracking him?
Yes.
I really just want to force you guys to roll a bunch of survival checks.
right.
But I'll say investigation, sure, because you're
All right.
investigating for clues for his footprints.
Either way. Oh, and does this fall under my natural explorer when you're making an intelligence check or your favorite? It's in my favorite terrain. Do I get an advantage on this? Or do I, sorry, is my proficiency doubled? What do you say?
While tracking other well, no, he's not a creature. Maybe he is. Does he count as a creature? People count as creatures, right?
Yeah.
Anything living is a creature.
Yeah, while tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, their sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area. So
So advantage, no advantage, double % proficiency. What would you say?
Double percent. Yep.
double percent.
Double proficiency. All right.
I'll just say double proficiency. I'm sure Dorian has his share of experiences of having to rip with that 8. I was about to say
8 plus 3 skews you. It's 11.
I was going to say
I'll
you probably
have
have
you know.
experience with younger level wardens accidentally wandering off before they're familiar with the territory, so you're used to tracking down people. But it's been a while since you've had your ass handed to you like that, and it's very chilling. Well, I don't know. How does Dorian feel about his mortality?
Dorian does not think he was going to die at all. He thinks
okay.
he had a hand at the situation very much so, and it was because of Otis's
Thunderwave.
friendly fire that he was down.
That's fair. That's how I usually feel when I'm hit with Thunderwave. Yeah, you can tell, like, based on when you passed out and when you last saw Otis, you have a sense that he probably passed through here like 3 hours ago. So hypothetically, he may or may not have gotten too far, but you can. It's a bit challenging, but you are able to follow his footprints. It takes you like a half hour, and you wind up at like this little hollow. However, it's the tree that Otis saw earlier, basically. So you wind up there. You might be able to put 2 and 2 together, and I'll say you can roll another investigation roll to try and find him.
Okay. There we go. 19 plus 3.
There you go.
22.
Yeah, you easily find this old man.
As I approach him, I see him in the distance and I notch an arrow. I think about it real hard.
Do you? Do you?
Please say
Well,
yes.
so if I wanted to fire an arrow, wisp it by his head and hit a tree,
Oh,
how well? What would be? How good am I? I have a plus 8.
interesting.
What would you say? Would a failure be where I hit his head?
Well, that's what you got to find out.
What's the challenge rating?
Let's say if you are within 3 of his armor class, it'll wisp by. So what is Otis's armor class?
I will whisper it to you.
Whisper, 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 whisper.
Whisper. Oh, I don't know how to. What's the whisper to GM?
I don't know.
I'll DM it to you.
Yay, Discord. And it's only on my
That's a
phone
pretty
too.
big range of error. I don't know if I want to do that actually.
Are you sure? You might be able to. Basically, what I'm picturing is if you hit the armor class, you hit him. If it's within the range, it'll do the whoosh, the pew right by his head, and then if it is nowhere near that range, it just goes wide, and he probably won't notice because he's old and singing a song.
I don't want to lose an arrow. Is the
Do it.
thing.
Are you keeping track of your inventory like that, or?
Yeah, I brought 30 arrows.
Okay. I mean, you could find the arrow, like if you just notched it in a tree, maybe.
I think about it.
You've already
do it.
wasted 3 hours. What's another hour
Do
searching
it.
for an arrow?
No, that would be too much of the dynamic if I hit him.
Do it.
Anthony
All right.
wants
All right.
the drama.
I'm a sucker for peer pressure. Here we go. So I do add plus. So technically, this is a plus 10 attack. So
Oh,
add
fuck.
2.
I
So
can't
8
wait.
plus 2 to this attack.
Okay.
But I want to aim for the middle, right? So wouldn't if I get way above his armor class, doesn't that mean I would like and be able to wisp it even closer? Because that means my aim is truer.
I mean, technically, yeah, but like,
Doesn't that make sense?
It-
'Cause I feel like I'm getting disadvantaged for like being better at it.
Give me a little paper cut.
You know what I mean?
okay. Here's this. If you hit his armor class, you hit him. If you get that specific, if you hit that specific number, you'll hit him. If it's above a 20, it'll do the wispy thing. How does that strike your fancy?
Okay, cool. I can do that. Here we go. Shooting it. Oh yeah, fuck yes. That's 21 to a hit.
Otis, you are pretty sure you know where you're going. It's all trees look the same, but like you know what trees look like. It's fine. You haven't seen the Hollow or Dorian in a very long time, but you know it's fine. It's fine. And then all of a sudden, right before your very eyes, fish eyes, I don't know what you've got,
I got regular ass human eyes.
arrow right in front of your face.
I've been away for a while.
Lodges in the nearby tree. And Dorian, for a second, you might think you accidentally did kill him from that noise, but he's fine.
He does collapse, but
I'm over here, and Dorian comes over from behind him. They're like,
Just got a new follower on the podcast Instagram, boys. Shout out to
Sweet,
love it.
Phantasmagoria for following us.
woo!
Thanks.
I'm gonna check if they're a porn bot.
I don't think so, because that's the name, and then the actual thing was Phantasmagast or something like that. I'm going to assume they're another podcast.
They are a podcast.
No, we have 25 followers. That's not bad.
We're getting there.
Dude, yeah. One of them is me.
One of them is my cousin, one of them is my aunt, and one of them is my mom, and one of them is my dad. So there's that.
One of them is Alejandro.
That's true. One of them is me. One of them is Carlos. So that's a lot of them.
One of them's my brother.
I should make my brother follow the Instagram. What the fuck? Tristan. All right, I could just tell my mom to tell Tristan to follow the Instagram because she listens to this. So she can make him. Shout out to Tristan. Follow my fucking podcast Instagram account.
Dude, I'm just saying, some of them got some nice voices. I'm jealous.
What must it be like to sound good?
Right? I sound like a 13-year-old. They're out here sounding like fucking old ass men.
If you sound like a 13-year-old, I sound like I'm 9, and I don't like that.
We're just a bunch of children, just a bunch of kiddos here. Hi. Good Lord.
God damn it.
How great would that
Alright,
be, though, if
y'all.
one of us could master like that very deep, good man voice? Wouldn't that be nice?
I wish.
Anyways,
That rich,
It's on you.
chocolatey tones. I wish I could do that.
It's on you, Emily, because obviously Carlos and I can't.
I was about to try, and then I was like, no, I'll make a fool of myself. That's for another time, maybe. Anyways, so reeling it back in. Dorian, do you walk over to Otis's fallen form, I guess?
Yeah. I don't even bend down to see him, though. I just, like, go straight for my arrow, pull it back from the tree.
Yeah, you reclaim it easily enough. It was just in a tree. That's all.
I say, thanks for leaving me. You ready to...
I was trying to find you, but your corpse was gone.
You know what? That tracks. Next time, watch out for the friendly fire.
Yes, you as well.
I'll do my best. Again, contemplates shooting you. All right. We've lost so many hours. I imagine it's not daytime anymore.
We never specified when you guys set out is the problem. I'm going to say it is evening time.
All right. I bet let's continue for another hour or so, and then let's make camp.
Sounds perfect.
In that case, time for another bug check. Roll Constitution, unless you can do something to stop the bugs.
Yeah, that's regular Constitution 3.
I'm fine. 19.
Dorian, what did you get?
I got a 3.
Yeah, you're not feeling too hot right now.
Can I roll again if I put my cloak back on?
And then you suffer from heat exhaustion.
Well, don't forget, remember, you can reroll anything, but you will take a point of exhaustion.
So
fuck that. No, thank you.
take a point of exhaustion by chance, or just take a point of exhaustion.
It may be because of the humidity. It may be because you recently had poison in your veins. You're not too sure of the origin, but all of a sudden you feel kind of sweaty, kind of nauseous. Not great. So if you want to continue for another hour, have at it.
On second thought,
Domino, are you okay?
Oh, no.
let's make camp here. I don't feel too... I feel fine, but it's best to set up camp as early as possible.
It is okay if you feel a little winded.
I'm not winded. I was poisoned.
Yes, winded.
Without
Sorry.
another word.
Wounded.
Does Dorian know of any like hunting blinds that are nearby, or any like benchmark points for the wardens?
Let's check the map.
Could roll history for that maybe, but nature or survival, your choice.
Roll nature. 15.
Yeah, based on the hollow that you recently saw nearby, you do remember that there is a nearby kind of treehouse-esque fort near there to keep an eye on the critter.
Cool.
You do have to climb up some rope ladder stair things to rope ladder. Gotta climb up a rope ladder to get there.
I think you can handle that for now. I think it's worth doubling back to get up there, and I think we're only gonna have like 1 or maybe 2 of these, I think, and before we're out of range, so might as well use them while we can.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Took me a second to understand words for some reason. So
That's okay. I was not precise.
Dorian leading the way. Otis, you following, I assume?
Actually, I'm not.
Oh.
Joke's on you.
Otis.
I will follow.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I would have believed it. I was like, okay, you want to get lost again? Sure.
Otis, I know of a hunting blind or a base camp nearby. I think that would
Are
be.
you sure you're okay?
Yes, I'm sure I'm okay because I can still thinking about shooting you with another arrow, so I must be fine.
I don't think you'd be too good at that at the moment.
I think I'd be fine. Anyway, that's this way.
That is not the sound of being fine.
You keep talking. I'm gonna throw up in your open mouth.
Joke's on you. I mean,
No,
I can't
cakes!
finish that one.
the cake-free zone. Terrible. Okay, moving on. This nasty, nasty old man.
So Dorian's like limping and holding his side where he was like bit.
Yeah, I imagine even with the waiting 3 hours and the curing of yourself, there's like you're essentially not hemorrhaging blood, essentially, but like
I could kill him in a fireball again.
yeah, like you're still not 100%. Like
Yeah, you could fucking try.
you've essentially got like cholera right now, basically. Is that the one? No, malaria. You've got like malaria,
That's the
basically,
one.
and there's still residual poison pumping through you, and like. I imagine since these are big ass snakes, when they bit you with their fangs, it like pierced all the way through. So like that's not great. Probably not the triumphant start you might have anticipated for this quest.
It was for Otis.
I killed a snake! Success!
It's the first thing he's ever killed, probably.
Oh, delicious. First blood. So we'll say like 20-ish minutes or so, you guys make it to the hunting blind and can climb on up.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Are there any supplies in the blind?
Yeah. You can see there's like four cots, like bunk bed kind of set up. And there's a little cabinet which you can open and you can find medicine, luckily for you. And like a couple other doodads, like extra arrows, some like fabric and sewing needles, bandages.
Ooh, I take the fabric and sewing needles.
Want to do some sewing projects? There's like fire starters and stuff. It's like a survivalist kit kind of deal. There's like tools and things too.
Cool.
Odds are, if you ask for something, it might probably be here, assuming it is within reason for it to be here. So like, don't ask for like a pizza or some bullshit, you know?
Okay, I'll think of something to ask for.
You don't have
Is
to. I'm
this
just
just
saying,
like,
like, if you're like, what about this thing? I'm like, probably. That's just me setting that up. Anthony, what were you gonna say?
I have to find the name of it. Are these just like weaver's tools? Is that what this is?
Essentially, yeah, I guess if that's like a sewing kit, then yeah.
It's like scraps of
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was called.
You get a
so-
tear in your clothes.
Oh,
Gotta fix
what I
it.
do want to grab is a replacement short sword.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, so one that's not cracked.
Good for
preferably.
you to remember that, because one, I'd already forgotten, but also I hopefully would have remembered, because the next time you got a crit fail, I was going to have it break completely, just for funsies. So yeah, the sun is starting to set. The jungle is no less quieter, but it's more ominous in a way. Different noises, where you're like, I don't like the sound of that. There is a little like, did this culture have ironwork yet? No.
I got swords.
Maybe like bronze, I bet, at the least, but I think iron's fine. But you're the world builder. So.
I'm just trying to picture whether or not a potbelly stove would make sense to be in this hunting blind or not. And given the fact that it's very hot here, I don't think you would need it unless for cooking. So
Yeah, I imagine there's like dried rations and like
let's go with
water.
that. Dried rations and some pots of water, I guess. That's a normal way to contain water. Yeah, so do you guys have any nightly rituals you're engaging in, or like what's happening basically? What's going on?
I do my best to I take some of the rationed water and begin cleaning my clothes. So I'm like in my undergarments.
There's probably soap there too, so you can like clean.
Yeah, he's very fastidious.
What the fuck does that mean?
Detail oriented or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me look it up.
That's what it basically says. Very attentive and blah blah blah.
Yeah, so he just wants to make sure he's very clean. He also begins to make sure all his arrows are still straight and sharp. Checks his bowstring and eats his rations without really talking very much.
And what's Otis doing?
Oh, my friend got bit on the road and he almost died again. I just saved his ass because he can't take bugs.
I love that the first time we have a singing character, it is not a bard. It's very good.
Otis or Dorian lifts his head up, make sure he sees his clothes are soaking. Takes his arrows and his bow, looks at Otis continuing to sing, and can only think of getting a little bit of rest and quiet, and casts rope trick and disappears.
Well, okay. So you climb on up that rope, I guess?
Yep, and pull it up behind me.
Interesting.
So I just disappear into an extra dimensional space hopefully without. Can I roll stealth to see if he notices?
Yeah, if you're being sneaky about it, you can roll stealth.
I am being sneaky about it. Hold on, I think I have stuff for this.
Otis, do you want to roll perception, or do you want to challenge it, I guess is the question, or how aware of Dorian are
Do I
you?
know of this spell, rope trick?
Here, I'll roll stealth.
Should I roll Arcana to see if it's one I know of?
I mean, I guess it depends on what is drawing your, are you, 14 is a pretty good stealth roll.
I want to know how long it lasts,
So I guess that depends first. Are you aware of the spell?
Oh.
Because
yeah,
he's trying to
I
be
should
stealthy
probably
about
roll
it.
that.
So you can roll perception to see if you notice.
16.
Yeah, you notice it.
Yes.
Damn it.
God, this whole journey so far is just knocking Dorian down several pegs. Love it. Yeah, so
He needs it.
Otis, you definitely notice the spell being cast and Dorian climbing up this rope and disappearing in the void somewhere. Roll Arcana, I guess, then, and let's see what you know of it or what you could discern from it.
Last scholarship dice.
Ah, fuck.
20.
God damn it.
He just rolls so good on things. So what is that?
And I don't need to.
Is that a 20 or is there more math to that I'm not adding up?
Yeah, it's a 20.
Yeah, you know Rope Trick. You know he's going to be in there for about an hour.
What do I... See, because Otis isn't like the nicest guy. He is an old man.
By default, they are all assholes.
Did he just do this like over like the edge of like what's the like the like flooring situation here?
Wood? It's like a...
Well, he just disappeared up. It just went into an extra dimensional space.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the flooring where I am.
It's wood. It's like it's a very posh treehouse, essentially.
Fuck, so I can't just break out the bits where his rope is.
No, you cannot.
Actually, I don't think you could see the rope.
Yeah, I can't see the rope. But I have 20 intelligence. I'm pretty sure I know like the vague area where the rope was.
Yeah, probably.
Also, I can see anything you're doing.
So
He's watching you.
I don't care.
But yeah, so he's in there for an hour, I guess. So
I moon him.
okay, Dorian, you've been mooned by this old man ass.
As a member of like a very like military-esque group, nudity doesn't bother him. It's whatever.
And then I will go to bed.
Go to what?
Go to bed.
Oh, okay.
Dorian waits the hour when he assumes that Otis has gone to bed. And he does and then he like makes sure he's asleep and then does like an insect like trance. Because what else is the subspecies I thought I would use for like the insect people?
That is a great question. Do bugs sleep?
I think they fugue, which is why I felt like elf trance would go very well together.
They fugue?
A fugue state.
I think so. Hold on. Do bugs sleep?
I love learning. What a fun episode this has been for learning.
Yes, they do. Unlike plants and microbes, insects have a central nervous system, which appear to be an important characteristic for sleep. They also have an interesting circadian behaviors which govern when they sleep and when they wake up. This is from Popular Science.
So they do sleep.
They do sleep.
I mean, I think it also just kind of vibes just because, like, I can't imagine you would want to have a deep sleep during this. Also, because no one's on watch right now, so there's no one looking out for you guys right now. So deep REM sleep probably is not the best idea.
I figured. Yeah.
This old man just passed out immediately. But yeah, so...
He does that all night, by the way.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Does Dorian get
Dorian,
any
put your
sleep?
Twitter.
Who's to say? Actually, yeah, let's roll Constitution. Let's see if Dorian gets to fall
God
asleep at all.
damn it. Do I have silence? Is that a second level spell? God damn it.
I mean, you might roll a good Constitution.
I don't believe that. 9. Am I able to scrounge 4 hours to trance?
It like stops for like 10 minutes at a time before picking up.
Yeah, like it's one of those kind of nights where just when you're about to nod off, it's this very loud snore noise that I cannot do to save my life, but jerks you awake from that. So it's not a good night's sleep. You've had better. Am I going to be mean and not count it as a long rest?
Don't be mean.
I will say it lasts for like 3 hours and then eventually you do conk out. So you do get a decent amount of sleep.
It washes out.
It's this white noise. Eventually you get used to it. And thus ends your first day of travel.
Fuck.
Dorian has this to look forward to.
He's gonna find a way to deal with you. Just wait.
Just muffle the old man, smother him.